Preston Sandlin here with Home Inspection Carolina, but today I want to tell you about my favorite ghost story, most famous North Carolina ghost story that I've ever known. I was told it probably in kindergarten, first grade, and I taught school and I taught it I told it several other times. It's about Lydia and this bridge right here. And I'll just tell you the story. I'm gonna walk around while I'm doing it, but this is Lydia and we're in Jamestown, North Carolina. So I'm gonna show you the bridge and where we are in the site of the most famous North Carolina ghost story that I know of, and most enduring one, and I'll talk while I'm showing you. So again, this is Jamestown Bridge, the older bridge. So here's the way the story goes. A fellow is driving home. It's rainy, it's cold, and comes underneath this bridge. This is where the old road used to be. And he sees a young woman, right? And he flags her down. The woman flags her down. It's late at night, and she gives him an address, and it's kind of strange. It's cold at night, and it's foggy, and it's rainy. So he takes her to the address. Now, this is the old High Point Road that went to High Point. And so he takes her to this address in High Point, and when he gets there, they don't talk much. He pulls up into the driveway, and he looks back, and the woman's disappeared. And he's kind of, freaked out about it or whatever. And so he goes up to the door, and he knocks on the door. And he tells the lady, he says, I picked up this girl and brought her here. She gave me this address. Now she disappeared. And the woman started to cry a little bit, and she said, wait a minute. And she walked in and got a picture and got it out and said, did you pick her up by a bridge and or underpass? And she said, yes. And he said, was this her? And it was her daughter. She had died in a crash in that underpass several years ago. And every so often, her ghost tries to flag people down and try to go home, and Lydia tries to go home. So I'm going to turn it back around. So this is the bridge, and I heard that story when I was young, and it's a famous North Carolina ghost story, and several people have researched it. They think there is some truth behind it. Some people researched it, and unfortunately there was a young lady killed this bridge in 1920. She was in a car accident. I think her name was Annie Jackson. And you might say, well, where did they get Lydia from? Her middle name was very close to Lydia, so I think a lot of people interpreted it as Lydia. But anyway, she was in a car with 3 other people, and in 1920, and they went around a curve too fast near this bridge. And I think the car turned over and her head was smashed on the pavement. And so there really was, I think it's Annie Jackson in 1920, and her middle name was something very close to Lydia. So that's where they think they get it from. But if you want to hear a good ghost story, look it up. It's the Lydia's Bridge in Jamestown, North Carolina. Jamestown is between Greensboro and High Point. And this is the actual bridge. And it's the Jamestown Double Track Bridge Project. Well, thank you guys for watching. I love ghost stories and I love history, and this has been my favorite. I actually drove, I'm not usually around this area. I used to live in apartments over there, but I went to school in Greensboro, and I was coming back from Raleigh to Charlotte, and I wanted to stop and film it. Thanks for watching.